So hello guys, the topic for this video would be the histology of the lymph node, and I'll also be covering in the very next video the histology of the spleen, and we'll then compare the difference between the two. So the topic for this video would be lymph node, and please comment over this method of my making videos. Is it okay for you or not? So yes, now this lymph node, I have already made few diagrams so that it would be quite helpful. So I can open that. Yes, now this in this we'll be talking about now what are lymph nodes. So lymph nodes, these are encapsulated structures which lie along the lymphatics. So lymph nodes, these are encapsulated structures which lie along the lymphatics. Now in the lymph node, so this is a structure of the lymph node. Lymph node is having two structures. So a convex structure, this is the convex outer aspect, which is through which the afferent lymphatics will enter. Okay, through which the afferent lymphatics would enter. The purpose of my making this diagram was to illustrate that the lymph node, this is having an outer cortex which includes layer number 1 and the layer number 2, and an inner medulla which is layer number 3. Okay, so now lymph node, this is an encapsulated structures, and the capsule that invaginates and forms these invaginations from the capsule, these are the trabeculae. Now the outer portion of the cortex, this is housing the lymphatic nodules, lymphatic follicles present है. अभी हम proper structure इसका देखेंगे. सिर्फ इतना याद रखना है for the time being that the outer cortex, this is housing the B cells. The inner cortex is also called as the paracortical region. P is missing here. It is the paracortex which is housing the T cells, and the inner medulla, this is housing plasma cells. Plasma cells, these are the activated B cells. These give rise to the plasma cells. So medulla में क्या होते हैं? Plasma cells. This is what you have to remember, that B cells, these are having these are in the outer cortex, the T cells lie in the paracortical area or the inner cortex, and the plasma cells are present in the medulla. Some other cells we'll be studying about the macrophages, reticular cells, follicular dendritic cells. Now macrophages and reticular cells, these would be present in all layers. What is the function of macrophage? It is concerned with the phagocytic functions. ठीक है, और क्यों? क्योंकि lymph node immunity provide करेगा, तो macrophages phagocytic function है. Reticular cells, these are just like the fibroblasts, and these will release the type 3 collagen. This type 3 collagen, this will make the architecture structure of the lymph node. तो क्योंकि architecture structure पूरे lymph node का base बना रहा है, इसीलिए ये they will be present in all the 3 layers. Follicular dendritic cells would be present near the follicles, and I said follicles would be present in the first layer of the cortex. So now let us go to the diagram. I cannot edit, it seems. Okay, so I'll make it again. So there would be a lymph node. This is a structure like this, bean shaped structure. It is having an outer convex area and a concave area which is also called as the hilum, Now what is the difference between the lymph node and the spleen is that lymph nodes will be having afferent lymphatics. Afferent lymphatics क्या हुआ? Afferent lymphatics हुए मतलब incoming lymphatic channels. ठीक है, this is the capsule will send invaginations. So these are the capsulated invaginations which are called as the trabeculae. And then what is the difference between lymph node and spleen? That spleen is having only outgoing lymphatic channels or the efferent lymphatics. So the lymphatics, they would leave via the efferent lymphatics. ठीक है, spleen के पास सिर्फ efferent होता है, लेकिन lymph node also is having the afferent lymphatics. Afferent lymphatics से lymph enter करेगा. So these are the afferent lymphatic channels. I will be representing by a single line, but these are the incoming lymphatic channels. Now these incoming lymphatic channels would then divide into the subcapsular sinuses. Remember that lymphatic sinuses क्या चीज़ होती हैं? Lymphatic channels ही हैं, but they are interconnected lymphatic channels which are located within the lymph node. So what are lymphatic sinuses? So what are the lymphatic sinuses? These are nothing but these are the lymphatic channels which are interconnected but lying inside the lymph nodes. ठीक है. So the afferent lymphatics then forms the subcapsular lymphatic, then subcapsular lymphatic continues as trabecular lymphatic. This trabecular lymphatic is also called as the cortical lymphatic. cortical क्यों कहा? क्योंकि cortical area में है. उसके बाद these will unite. इस साइड भी होगा एक जो यहाँ से आ रहा होगा. So then these will unite. These are interconnected networks, unite कर जाते हैं, and these would be forming the medullary. These are the medullary lymphatic channels. These are the medullary lymphatic channels. और ये efferent lymphatics के through exit करेंगे. Efferent lymphatics either would be one or two which will exit from the concave part or the hilum of the lymph node. Hilum of the lymph node is also housing or giving lymph node की artery that would be entering through it, and the lymph node का vein that would be exiting from the hilum portion. So hilum portion में क्या है? ये vein है. This is the artery of the lymph node and the vein of the lymph node, and this one is the efferent lymphatic. So now let us name it. This is the efferent lymphatic. ये वाला. These are the afferent lymphatics. ये वाला. afferent lymphatics से कहाँ गया? सब कैप्सूलर lymphatic में. So पहले afferent lymphatic, फिर सब कैप्सूलर lymphatic. The direction of the lymph flow I am talking about, सब कैप्सूलर lymphatics. ये हो गया नंबर 2. फिर सब कैप्सूलर lymphatic से कहाँ गया? ये cortical lymphatic में. cortical या फिर trabecular lymphatic. So this is called as the cortical lymphatic. Then cortical lymphatic के बाद यहाँ क्या गया? medullary lymphatic में. So 4th नंबर पे क्या आएगा? This would be medullary lymphatic. And then medullary lymphatic से out through the efferent lymphatic. Efferent lymphatic. Is this much clear? The direction of the lymph flow. So I'll just repeat. Afferent lymphatic से lymph enter करता है. These afferent lymphatics, these are not present in the spleen. From the afferent lymphatics, then the lymph would move on to the subcapsular lymphatics, then to the cortical lymphatics, medullary lymphatics, and out to the efferent lymphatics. Is this much clear? अब एक important point है. We know that lymph node, this houses the lymphocytes. This is housing the lymphocytes. हमने अभी just discuss किया कि outer cortex में follicles present है, B cells, paracortical और inner cortex में T cells, and medulla area में plasma cells. I'll be discussing that, but I have to explain something. That is the reason I'm coming up with it. तो हमें पता है कि lymph node that houses or is a storehouse of lymphatics, of lymphocytes. तो जो blood के through, जो lymph के through lymphocytes आए, वो इस lymph node के अंदर enter कैसे करेंगे? So here नियर द पैराकॉर्टिकल एरिया, यहाँ पैराकॉर्टिकल एरिया है. पैराकॉर्टिकल एरिया के अंदर जो वीनस वेन्स होंगी ना, ये वाली वेन्स यहाँ जाएंगी पैराकॉर्टिकल एरिया के अंदर, और आई एम एनलार्जिंग दिस. ओके, सो दिस इज दीज आर द पैराकॉर्टिकल, व्हाट आई कैन से, दीज आर द in the paracortical area post capillary venules. So these are the post capillary venules in the paracortical area. Normally endothelial cells क्या होते हैं? Flattened होते हैं. लेकिन यहाँ पर endothelial cells, these are raised, and these endothelial cells, these are going to present a receptor, and these receptors are going to catch the lymphocytes, and these receptors will then facilitate the movement of the lymphocyte into this area, into the interstitial spaces, and this is called as the home in process, homecoming process. इसे homing in कहेंगे. This is called as the homing in. This is called as homing in. तो homing in. So एक line है which states that the lymphocytes homing in receptors, these are present in the endothelial cells of the post-capillary venules in the paracortical area. If this lymphatic sinus and the flow of the lymphatic fluid through the lymph node is this much, if this is clear, then I can move on further with the structure of the lymph node. So I can move on with the structure of the lymph node now, and the various cells we will be seeing. So fatafat I'll draw again. This is the convex surface capsule. These are the trabeculae which extend into. Then let us talk about the various cells which are present. Okay, so now in the outer cortex area we are having certain follicles. So certain cells present hai, and these cells, these are the B cells. These are the B cells. अब अगर B cells, if these B cells, these are in resting state. If suppose these B cells, these are in resting state, so resting state का B cell कैसा होगा? So resting B cell कैसा होगा? This would have a closed nucleus. Yes, so this would have a closed nucleus. So a resting B cell, this would have a closed nucleus. What do I mean by a closed nucleus is that nucleus बहुत chromatin जो है बहुत ज़्यादा condensed होगा. क्यों? क्योंकि अभी proliferative stage में है ही नहीं, active तो है ही नहीं. अब ये resting B cell which is having a large and a densely packed chromatin or densely packed nucleus, if there is an exposure to the bacteria, if suppose, then it would be converted into a stimulated lymphocyte. Stimulated lymphocyte is having a nucleus which is less densely packed. So less densely packed nucleus, this is the stimulated lymphocyte, and this stimulated lymphocyte then further would be converted into plasma cell, and plasma cell is the antibody releasing lymphocyte. Plasma cell is an antibody releasing lymphocyte. So this stimulated lymphocyte will then be converted into a plasma cell, and the plasma cell that is having a cartwheel appearance of the nucleus. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहला तो आपको डिफरेंस पता होना चाहिए. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन a resting B cell, a stimulated lymphocyte and the plasma cell. Now each of these is important. These plasma cells, यहाँ पर क्या होगा, यहाँ पर in the medulla area you will be having the presence of plasma cells. Plasma cells कहाँ present होंगे? Medulla area में. So we will be having in the medulla area plasma cells, and we know that here medullary lymphatics would be present. There would be the presence of medullary lymphatics. ठीक है? Plasma cells in the medulla. Now in the cortical area, follicles would be present, and which would be housing the B cells. Now in the resting state, these B cells would be densely packed. तो ऐसी पूरी densely packed होंगे. क्यों densely packed है? Because of the presence of a large densely packed nucleus, they will be appearing like a follicle, dense follicle. लेकिन if these undergo proliferative changes, तो क्या होगा? They will be having an outer portion which will be having small resting B cells, but an inner portion which will be having large stimulated lymphocytes would be present in this area. And because of the presence of a less densely packed nucleus, जो central portion of these follicles है, ये light appear करेगा. These would be appearing pale in color, and these central portions of a stimulated lymphatic follicle, this is called as the germinal center. इसी area को क्या कहते हैं? Germinal center कहते हैं. Is this much clear? So what is the idea of a germinal center? अगर आपको माइक्रोस्कोप के अंदर lightly stained area in the center of the follicle मिलता है, then that would be having stimulated B cell, यानी infection है body में. Is this much clear? So हमने plasma cells देख लिया, follicular cells देख लिया. Now let us talk about the T cells which are present in the paracortical area. तो diffused lymphatic aggregates present होंगे paracortical area में. These would be housing T cells. तो हमने देख लिया the B lymphocytes, these are present in the outer cortex. T lymphocytes, these are present in the inner cortex, and the plasma cells are present in the medulla area. Then there were other cells. We were having other cells, the reticular cells. These were producing the type 3 collagen. So collagen producing cells हैं which are producing type 3 collagen. These are the reticular cells. and this will form the architecture of the lymph node. Therefore these would be present in the outer cortex, inner cortex, as well as in the medulla. Then there were also other cells there. We were having the macrophages. These would also be present in all the layers, but a particular cell which was found only in the outer cortex adjacent to the follicles हम कह सकते हैं, that was the follicular dendritic cell. That was the follicular dendritic cell. Now do not confuse the follicular dendritic cell with the normal dendritic cell. डेंड्राइटिक सेल क्या होती है? एंटीजन प्रेजेंटिंग सेल होती है. एंटीजन प्रेजेंटिंग सेल का मतलब क्या हुआ? इफ देयर इज एन इन्फेक्शन, मैक्रोफेज और एंटीजन प्रेजेंटिंग सेल में फ़र्क क्या हुआ? ठीक है, मैक्रोफेज इज प्रीडोमिनेंटली a phagocytic cell. So suppose it engulfs a pathogen, then it will present it on the surface of the cell in association with the class 2 molecules. तो class 2 molecules की association में present करेगा after phagocytosis. This is the phagocytic function of macrophage and the antigen presenting function. प्रीडोमिनेंटली phagocytic cell. डेंड्राइटिक सेल में क्या है? प्रीडोमिनेंटली एंटीजन प्रेजेंटिंग सेल है. लेकिन एक बारी ये फॉर्म हो गया एंटीजन प्रेजेंटिंग सेल, उसके बाद ये किसको एक्टिवेट करेगा? टी हेल्पर सेल्स एक्टिवेट होंगे. टी हेल्पर सेल से बी सेल्स एक्टिवेट होंगे, प्लाज्मा बनेगा, प्लाज्मा सेल्स एक्टिवेट होंगे और फिर प्लाज्मा सेल्स एंटीबॉडीज रिलीज करेंगे. दीज एंटीबॉडीज दीज विल देन बाइंड विद दी पैथोजन. सपोज बैक्टीरिया से बाइंड हो गए, सो दिस इज द एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी, एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी कॉम्प्लेक्स. अब डेंड्राइटिक फॉलिकुलर डेंड्राइटिक सेल्स का फंक्शन क्या है? ये इन एंटीबॉडी एंटीजन कॉम्प्लेक्स के साथ बाइंड करते हैं. वाई? सो एज देयर कंसंट्रेशन इनसाइड द फॉलिकल दैट इज हाई, और इससे क्या होगा? फॉलिकल्स स्टिमुलेट होते रहेंगे ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. ठीक है, सो अभी तक हमने क्या देखा? आई एम जस्ट कंक्लूडिंग दिस, then we'll move on to last topic for the video. We have studied about the follicles, and we have studied about the follicles and in particular the germinal center in the follicles. So we have talked about the germinal centers, which is the central portion in an activated follicle. Secondly, we talked about the T cells present in the paracortical area. We have talked about the plasma cells which are present in the medullary area. We have talked about the reticular cells which are secreting the type 3 collagen. We have talked about the follicular dendritic cells which are going to bind to the antigen antibody complex to keep its concentration high within the lymphatic so as to sensitize the lymph node. और हमने macrophages के बारे में भी पढ़ा था. Is this much clear? Now let us go on to another slide. Yes, now in this slide I want to show that if this is the resting lymph node, resting lymph node में क्या होगा? solid follicles present होंगे. तो solid follicles हैं, हमें germinal center visible नहीं हो रहा. और जो T पैराकॉर्टिकल एरिया है, पैराकॉर्टिकल एरिया में T lymphocytes होंगे, क्योंकि अभी ये रेस्टिंग स्टेज में, इसलिए प्लाज्मा सेल्स नहीं है. ठीक है, रेस्टिंग लिम्फ नोड है. अब अगर वायरल इन्फेक्शन हुआ, सो इन द वायरल इन्फेक्शन प्रीडोमिनेंट एक्शन रोल वुड बी प्लेड बाय द टी सेल्स. इसीलिए प्रीडोमिनेंटली हमें दिखेगा क्या स्लाइड के अंदर? दैट द फॉलिकल्स और द लिम्फेटिक लिम्फोसाइट्स, these would predominate, their lymphocyte aggregations would be more in the paracortical area. ठीक है, लेकिन बी सेल्स कम एक्टिवेट हुए. बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन में एक्टिवेट कौन होंगे? ज़्यादा बी सेल्स एक्टिवेट होंगे, इसलिए स्टिमुलेटेड लिम्फोसाइट्स प्रेजेंट होंगे, जिनके अंदर स्टिमुलेटेड लिम्फोसाइट्स में वी ऑलरेडी स्टडीड की लेस डेंसली पैक्ड क्रोमैटिन है. क्यों? क्योंकि उन्हें रेप्लिकेट करना है. इस वजह से सेंट्रल पोर्शन ऑफ द फॉलिकल दैट अपीयर्स पेल, एंड देन दिस वुड गिव राइज टू दी जर्मिनल सेंटर. तो हमें जर्मिनल सेंटर अगर दिखता है इन द सेंटर ऑफ द फॉलिकल, देन दैट वुड बी अ स्टिमुलेटेड फॉलिकल. ठीक है, स्टिमुलेटेड बी सेल्स एक्टिव है, इसका मतलब बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन में. ब्रूटन्स डिजीज़ क्या होता है? दिस इज एन एक्स लिंक्ड डिजीज़, मतलब प्रीडोमिनेंटली बॉयज़ में होगा, इसलिए बी फॉर बी. सो एक्स लिंक्ड रिसेसिव डिजीज़ है, या इसे हम और क्या कह सकते हैं? दिस ब्रूटन्स डिजीज़ कैन ऑल्सो बी कॉल्ड एज ए गामा ग्लोबिनीमिया. मतलब क्योंकि ह्यूमोरल इम्यूनिटी दैट वुड बी इम्पैक्टेड. तो इसके अंदर कहाँ पर रिग्रेशन होगी? द कॉर्टिकल एरिया के अंदर लिम्फेटिक फॉलिकल्स कम डेवलप्ड होंगे. लेकिन डाइजियॉट सिंड्रोम, दिस इज द डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ द टी सेल्स बिकॉज ऑफ द एब्सेंस ऑफ थाइमस. थाइमस के एरियाज में थाइमस नहीं है, इसलिए टी सेल्स की डेवलपमेंट कम है, इसलिए टी सेल डिपेंडेंट लिम्फेटिक एरिया है जो एग्रीगेशंस है दैट वुड बी इम्पैक्टेड. तो डाइजियॉट सिंड्रोम में कहाँ पर पैराकॉर्टिकल एरिया विल शो द रिग्रेशन. So this was all about the structure and function of the lymph node, and now in the next video I'll be talking about the spleen, both the hematological as well as immunological functions of the spleen. So this was all about the videos. Thank you guys, and I would like to hear about from you all about this way of making videos, and please do like, share and comment, and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you.